different, but the feeling is the same. The 5A state basketball tournament is upon us, though the Hayes High Indians are hosting the first round of state against the number 6 team in 5A, Topeka West. Hi, I'm Dustin Armbruster, along with Jeff Leiker at the KFIX studio, Harrison for HayesPost.com video. I'm Dustin Armbruster, and this is the Hayes High Sports Network. 8 teams make the state tournament and go to the state site, but not in 2021. Home sites are being held for the first round, meaning that the upper seed of a predetermined 2 sub-state matchup gets the home game. Hayes High earned that right by going 22-0 during the season. Topeka West not far behind, 19-2, including an overtime loss and a loss by single digits in back-to-back games at the middle of the season. They lost in overtime by 3 and lost by 1 in the regulation during that next game. Hayes High and Topeka West. The winner moves on to Emporia for the Final Four, where they will seed the Final 4 teams. But tonight, it's number 1 and number 6 in 5A for one of those 4 spots. We'll step aside on the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show. When we come back, we'll chat with head coach of the Hayes High Indians, Alex Hutchins. This is the Redeem Designs Road to a Championship on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
M&D Excavating, Incorporated, serving the Hayes area since 1979. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student-athletes, partners you can rely on. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas dreams since 1983. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse.
This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show.
Let's get the thoughts of the coach. This chat with the coach is brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, helping you get the right coverage at the right price, all while providing the quality of service you expect. Call Dustin Shoemaker at Shelter Insurance.
Back at Hayes High School for state basketball. It still sounds weird to say, but here we go. It's the 5A state basketball tournament. Hayes High hosting Topeka West. We're joined by Coach Alex Hutchins. Coach, it's another home game for your team, but do you approach this as just another home game when it's not?
For the most part, that is the interesting part of this situation is it does still almost feel like it's a sub-state championship game or some sort of sub-state game since we didn't go to a state site. But a lot of the routine is similar, practice and going home and sleeping in your own bed the night before. Our guys dress up for school like they normally would for a home game. About the only thing that's been any different at all is just there was a little pep rally, a little bit of a state send-off kind of like we would have had if we were leaving. But other than that, it's been pretty routine. And so, I really don't know if that's good or bad. There's part of me that is thankful for that because it just kind of makes it business as usual and we keep rolling. But at the same time, it's a big game and it's state. And so you kind of wonder if it should be feeling different.
You take on Topeka West. Anybody you've seen on your schedule that you can compare Topeka West to?
The way that we kind of described them to our guys initially was it almost looks like you're watching Salina South's athletes play some of Dodge City's scheme. They run some different zones and like to trap and pressure like Dodge did, but they are on film they are more athletic than anyone we've seen, and so South is probably the closest thing we've seen athletically, but based on what we've seen, I would guess that Topeka West is more athletic.
3 guys on the West squad averaging at least 15 points a ball game, and then a 4th just under 10 points a game. How do you go about slowing down their offense?
Good question, and we'll probably learn some things as the game goes, but they fill it up. That is the thing that jumps off of film more than anything else, is just how quickly and how easily they score. 4 of them at the same time on the court makes it really difficult. I think the first thing that you got to make sure you're doing is just taking care of the ball and handling their pressure. That's when they go on their big runs, is when they force some turnovers and get out and run and blitz you and score 9 quick points or something like that. So I think first and foremost, we've just got to be strong with the ball and have quality offensive possessions.
Well, you mentioned that defense and being strong with it. They run a few different zones, but it's like they dare you to throw over the top of their zone.
Yeah, they bring some pressure, and they've got lots of quickness and length to put on the ball. And yeah, they kind of bait you into passes that you think are open, or against other teams they are open, and they bait you into some of those long passes, and they recover quickly with that athleticism. And so there's not really any way to simulate some of that in practice. We've got good players to practice against and coaches that we use, but we don't have anything that looks like that. And so again, I think there's a lot of things about this game that we're going to have to figure out kind of as it's going.
And how much of this is also making sure that you guys stay true to yourselves and doing what has gotten your team to 22-0?
Yeah, there's some of that too, and so it'll be a balancing act of that, I'm sure. We talked about potentially doing some things a little differently offensively, but at the same time, we didn't want to do too much because, we do have things that have made us successful to this point, and so we do want to stick to some of that bread and butter as much as we can. So, we're going to be learning on the fly tonight.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hayes High in their 21st trip to the state tournament, back-to-back years for the 5th time in program history, but they do it at home in a unique setting for the 2021 state basketball tournament. Chat with the coach brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Dustin Shoemaker. This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show, part of the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy on the Redeem Designs Road to a Championship.
Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts, Nextech. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure. Roofmasters is who you're looking for. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Add Aflac Insurance to your company's benefit package at no cost to you. Call Sean Schwartz with Aflac Insurance. Hayes High School Athletic Booster Club. Proud to support the athletes of Hayes High School by providing items needed to excel on the field and court. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout western Kansas to serve you. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
This is the Redeem Designs Road to a Championship. The Hayes High Indians in the first round of the 5A state basketball tournament is hosting Topeka West. It's number 1, 22-0 Hayes High. Number 6, 19-2 Topeka West. Hayes High coached by Alex Hutchins. Topeka West coached by Rick Bloomquist. This is a Kansas State High School Activities Association event, and a message from Keisha. Ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. All of these important values are learned by participation in interscholastic activity programs. During competition, they are translated into one word: sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic activities. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Hayes High Sports Network. Let's get to the opponent breakdown of tonight's opponent, the Topeka West Chargers. 19-2 on the season. We mentioned ranked number 6 in Class 5A. They are winners of 13 in a row coming into this matchup. Started the year going 6-0, then lost back-to-back games to Highland Park 57-54 in overtime, and then the next day 60-59 to Shawnee Mission North. They have had 6 single-digit games this year. They're 4-2 in those games, and they've had 2 overtime games this year, one of which was a double overtime win. Topeka West opponents this season have won 42.2% of their games. In comparison, Hayes High opponents at 49.3%. All told, Topeka West has played 8 games against winning record teams. However, that was a total of 3 different teams. 3 times they played Topeka Seaman, 3 times Highland Park, and twice against Washburn Rural. This is the 10th trip to state for Topeka West, 1972, back-to-back years in 84, 85, twice in the 90s in 94, 97, then went 3 straight years in 03, 04, and 05, and then most recently in 2010, they've been to 5 Final Fours in 72, all 3 in 03, 04, 05, and then 2010 they made the title game and came up runner-up in 05 and 2010. The numbers very similar for Topeka West and Hayes High. Topeka West 52% from the field, 37% on threes. Hayes High 54% and 37%. Topeka West shoots 64% from the free throw line. Hayes High 66%. Topeka West averaging more points per ball game, 69 points compared to the Indians 63. Topeka West 27 boards per game. Hayes High at 28. This is a team that's not afraid to fire up three-pointers. In 21 games, they have shot 393 threes compared to the Indians' 312 in 22 games. The free throw numbers similar. Topeka West in 21 games have shot 347 free throws. Hayes High in 22 games at 334. Topeka West this year allowing 56 points per ball game. The Hayes High Indians on the season are allowing just 42 points per game. That is your opponent breakdown. Brought to you by Eagle Radio's digital marketing. When your business is ready to advertise on Facebook, Google, and other popular places online, but you don't know where to start, contact Eagle Radio 301-2211. On to tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Brian Reuter Agency. Topeka West, coached by Rick Bloomquist, 19-2, ranked number 6 in 5A. We'll go with Marquis Wilkerson, a 6'2 senior, team high 18 points per ball game, 6 boards per contest, 46th career game. He's made 15 threes this season on 40 attempts. Wilkerson has been in double figures in 19 of 21 games, 10 times scoring more than 20. Last year, he averaged under 7 points a game. This year, 18 points per game. Elijah Brooks, a 6'3 junior, 15.5 points and 7.5 rebounds per ball game to lead the team in rebounding. It is his 58th career game. He has made 7 three-pointers on 19 attempts in 17 games this year. In his 17 games, he has scored in double figures 12 times. The junior has had 3 double-doubles this year, 6 in his career. 6 times this year he has scored more than 20 points, including a 29-point outburst earlier in the year. 828 career points. He will be a member of the 1,000-point club his senior season. Sincere Austin, a 6'1 sophomore, 4 points, 1.5 rebounds per ball game. It is his 20th game of the year, first year on varsity, 14 made threes out of 44 attempts. He has had 1 double-figure game this year at 10 points. Trey Alexander, a 6'3 senior, 17 points, 5.5 rebounds, had a huge game earlier this year of 33 points. 3 times this year, Trey Alexander has scored 30 or more points. 6 times he has scored 20 or more. Alexander this year has played in every game. He's in his 68th game overall. He has shot 100 free throws on the season, making 72 of them. And the final starter for Topeka West is Xander Putoff, a 6'4 junior, 9.5 points, 2 rebounds per ball game. He is the player that has shot and made more threes than anybody else on the team. 58 for 137. He's been in double figures 10 times this year, twice scoring a career-high 23. For the Hayes High Indians, same starting lineup they've used in all but 1 game this year. Jason Cranwitter, 5'9 senior, 5 points, 1.5 rebounds per ball game. It is his 67th career game and 45th career start. He's been in double figures twice this year. Carson Kiefer, 6'1 junior, 10 points, 2.5 rebounds, coming off a back-to-back 12-point performances in the sub-state tournament. It is Carson's 63rd game in his career, 44th career start. He's been in double figures 14 times this year and now has 140 assists on the season. TJ Nunnery, 6'3 senior, 7.5 points, 3.5 rebounds per ball game, scored 10 against Salina South on Saturday, including 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Nunnery in his 84th career game, 64th career start, is second on the team with 79 assists. Jace Linenberger leads the team in scoring, 16 points per ball game, 7.5 rebounds, sub-state championship performance of 18 points and 7 rebounds. It's Jace's 47th career game and 23rd career start. He has scored in double figures in 19 of the 22 games this year, 6 times, scoring more than 20, and has had 4 double-doubles. And Dalen Swartz, the final starter for the Hayes High Indians, 6'6 senior, 12 points, 6 rebounds, had 15 points and 8 rebounds against Salina South on Saturday. 13 of those points came in the second half. It's Dalen's 72nd career game, 63rd career start. He's been in double figures in 18 of 22 games this year with 4 double-doubles. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Brian Reuter Agency, looking out for you even when nothing is wrong. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance, the Brian Reuter Agency. We step aside on the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show. When we come back, we'll look around the Western Athletic Conference, one other team in action, and the rest of the 5A state tournament. This is a Kansas State High School Activities Association event. School activities teach students discipline, teamwork, and dedication while providing them with structured, supervised learning activities. Encourage your son and daughter to participate in school activities. Participation opens the door to a lifetime of enjoyment and excitement. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Hayes High Sports Network encourages you to make activities and academics curriculum partners. This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show on the Redeemed Designs Road to the Championship, part of the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
M&D Excavating, Incorporated, serving the Hayes area since 1979. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas dreams since 1983. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse.
This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show, serving you from 609 East 8th Street. You can stop by tomorrow and get a rental for your upcoming business or personal trip, whether that's a bigger vehicle for room for the family or something that gets great gas mileage to save money for the business. You can stop by East 8th Street or call 623-4116. Hertz Rent-A-Car for 8 seasons now, serving our car needs to get to and from road games. Hayes High and Topeka West, this is a Kansas State High School Activities Association event. A coach once wrote, when we lose without excuses and when we acknowledge the better team, we place winning and losing in their proper perspective. That's when we find out if we can be good sports. Sportsmanship is a goal to strive for at all times. In athletics, activities, and our daily lives, remember to act in a proper manner the next time you attend a high school activity event. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Hayes High Sports Network. One other Western Athletic Conference team in action. The Dodge City Girls have a home game in the first round of 6A state at 20-1, hosting 18-4 Derby. That game in Dodge City. TMP boys are in the state tournament. Their 3A state opens in Hugoton, a team they beat earlier this year. Hugoton lost 2 games here in Hayes High School to Hayes High and TMP. They haven't lost since. Trigo girls are in Sterling for a first round 2A girls state matchup. In 5A boys, not only Topeka West and Hayes, but Pittsburgh 15-6 at 18-3 DeSoto, 19-2 Bishop Carroll at 20-2 Mays, 11-11 Mill Valley is at 9-4 KC Washington. And that's your look around the Western Athletic Conference, brought to you by Aflac Insurance agent Sean Swartz. Business owners, add Aflac Insurance to your employee's benefit package at no cost to you. Find out how by visiting with Aflac Insurance, Sean Swartz. Topeka West will be dressed in their road purple uniforms, white numbers, white lettering, Topeka above the chest, and then West below the number on the front of the jerseys. For the Hayes High Indians, they will be dressed in their home white uniforms, maroon numbers, maroon lettering, gold trim, Hayes across the chest above the front of the jerseys. The uniform update is brought to you by Phase 2. Big thanks to Phase 2 for providing game day apparel for our broadcast. Quick turnaround and ready to help your team, located next to Big D's Rental on 22nd Street in Hayes. They are introducing all of the non-starters, administration, assistant coaches, just as they would do at the state tournament. So some of the state pageantry still part of this event, even though it's at home sites. This is the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy, getting you back in the game fast after injury, offering dry needling and deep tissue laser therapy to speed up the healing process. Free consultation, the same PT every visit. Herman Physical Therapy, they love helping people. You can like them on Facebook. And this will be the last live stream of the year that we are allowed to do. If Hayes High advances to the semifinals and finals, we're not allowed to live stream those games. Big thanks to our streaming partner, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. You could be watching the next Hayes High athletic event from the comfort of your new home. And again, this is a Kansas State High School Activities Association event. They are a nonprofit organization supported by 760 member schools. KSHA and its member schools promote, develop, and direct interscholastic activities to contribute to a well-rounded and meaningful educational experience. The positive values in competition and good sportsmanship for both participants and spectators are continually encouraged. A public service announcement from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Hayes High Sports Network. Before we take our final break, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
This is the Hayes High Sports Network, streaming made possible by Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Let the biggest real estate team in Hayes find your next home.
The 5A state basketball tournament opens in just minutes here at Hayes High School on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. When you need something fixed fast and done right the first time, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it is time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building material. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Western and Central Kansas premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Teams win games. Let the biggest real estate team in Hayes find your next home. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, the streaming partner of the Hayes High Sports Network. The green grass you want in the spring starts with spraying in the fall with Hayes K-Lawn, Kurt Maska and Kurt Viner. Hayes High School Athletic Booster Club. Proud to support the athletes of Hayes High School by providing items needed to excel on the field and court. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
This is the Redeemed Designs Road to a Championship. Hayes High in the first round of the 5A state tournament. Their road a very short one. It's in their own gymnasium as they get set to take on Topeka West. 50% capacity is the maximum via the Kansas State High School Activities Association guidelines. That is what has been allowed here at Hayes High School. Hayes High with Jason Cranwitter, Carson Kiefer, TJ Nunnery, Jace Lindenberger, and Dalen Swartz. Topeka West will go with Marquis Wilkerson, Elijah Brooks, Sincere Austin, Trey Alexander, and Xander Putoff. It'll be Topeka West basketball, and due to rules within their own school district and or county, they wear masks during the games. any visitors to their gym had to wear masks through the season as well. So certainly something else different in the 2021 state tournament. It'll be West basketball, purple jerseys, shooting down to our right in front of the Hayes High bench. Here's Elijah Brooks with the basketball against TJ Nunnery. Putt off middle of the floor, left side for Wilkerson. Fakes left, goes right, drive and kick out to Sincere Austin. And West will reset the offense to Austin on the left side. He'll drive, shoot a floater, miss on the back side, but it comes down to Wilkerson. His putback is good. Hayes High forced to miss, and now will face the full court pressure after not getting the defensive rebound. Nunnery brings the ball to the corner. Over the top it goes to Kiefer. Kiefer jump pass to Nunnery, fakes a pass, back to Kiefer, and Hayes High will set up the offense. 2-0 Topeka West after getting an offensive rebound and scoring. Kiefer against the zone defense. A 2-3 look from the West Chargers. Kiefer, middle of that floor, gives the ball to Cranowitter. One hands a pass to Kiefer. Kiefer drives, gets to the block, up and under his defender and scores. Carson Kiefer knifes through the defense, and the Hayes High Indians tie it at 2. Quickly is put off. A 3 from the left corner, no good, but another offensive rebound. Brooks scores. And, Hayes High has an injury. Dalen Swartz was hurt on the last basket, and he is down on the floor underneath Hayes High's basket. Oh, man. They're attending to the right leg of Dalen Swartz. Elijah Brooks got the offensive rebound and stick back to make it 4-2. And now the gym just library quiet. They're going to help Dalen to his feet, putting no pressure on his right leg. Well, Hayes High is going to have to adjust. Jordan Dale will make an early appearance in the game. 6'1 junior, playing his 45th career game, and he's appeared in all this year. But Coach Alex Hutchins goes over and talks to his senior captain, Dalen Swartz, as he leaves the floor. Now Hayes High is going to have to adjust. That's been one of Hayes High's biggest advantages this year, is they are able to play with 2 6'6" players inside that 15-foot free throw line, and that has been eliminated because of injury. Hayes High against the full court pressure, down 4-2, 6:40 to go in the opening quarter. Here's Dale across the timeline, now double team, dribble it, lost it, got it back, jump pass to Linenberger, Linenberger to the rim, scores! He's fouled and has a chance at a three-point play. Hayes High has beaten the pressure twice. This time they score off of the press break. Linenberger his first 2 points and goes to the free throw line, where he's 72% this year. The foul on Marquis Wilkerson. Free throw for the lead is good. Linenberger with an early 3 points. West likes to push regardless of make or miss. They quickly get down the floor. Ball left side, Elijah Brooks. Hayes High student section leading the crowd in the defensive chant. Here's Marquis Wilkerson, left fist in the air to call out the play against the Hayes High defense. High lane, turnaround for Alexander. Went to the ground, lost it. Then Hayes High gets a steal. They lost it, but get it back. Hayes High with the basketball, leading 5-4. Nunnery, Cranowitter, Dale. Skip pass over the top of the defense to Kiefer. Now Hayes High will settle down. Indians lead for the first time. Here's Cranowitter, open for a deep three. Doesn't shoot it as that zone defense closes out quick. Now Hayes High nearly turns it over. Dale saves it, though, and gets it out to Nunnery. Hayes High basketball leading by 1. Opening round of the state 5A tournament. Jordan Dale looks inside. Into the corner to Kiefer instead. Pump fake on a 3. One dribble inside to Linenberger. Got it poked away. Got it back. Nunnery thought about a long 3. Instead throws right side for Jason Cranowitter. Indians very patient on offense. A drive and a kick to Cranowitter. For 3, it's short, out of bounds to Topeka West. Hayes High's first empty possession comes leading 5-4 after a West turnover. Dalen Swartz leaving the game with a right leg injury. And Hayes High adjusting to it in the first 2 minutes of the game. Here's a pull-up from Alexander, right sideline, good. It's a deep 2, and West leads by the score of 6-5. 5:05 to go first quarter. Cranowitter still behind the timeline to Kiefer. Kiefer, his pass is tipped and stolen. Indians first turnover. On the other end, a big dunk by Elijah Brooks, who turns and flexes at TJ Nunnery. Hayes High down 8-5. That's the turnovers that coach of Hayes High, Alex Hutchins, said you can't have. Here is Kiefer wanting to drive out to Jordan Dale. He lines up a three. That's good. And we're tied at 8. Jordan Dale answers back with a big-time three-pointer. 8-8. Hayes High ties the ball game up. Just over 4.5 to go, first quarter. Alexander, right sideline, three is good. Alexander averages 17 a game. He's got 5 in a row. Hayes High down 11-8. Here is Dale against the full court pressure in the corner, threw it away. And then a jump ball will be called. That will stay with the Hayes High Indians. And Noah Weimer checks in for Jason Cranwitter. Noah Weimer's 42nd career game. He's played in all 23 this year. In Hayes High, the big early development, playing now without Dalen Swartz, who injured his right leg on the game's first offensive possession for Hayes High. Here is Weimer against that zone defense. Going back to Kiefer. Kiefer pointing out directions between the leg dribble. Bounce pass to Weimer left side. Noah, one dribble to Nunnery. Nunnery fakes a shot. Dangerous pass. Out of bounds. No, saved by Jordan Dale on the sideline. Indians struggling a little bit against that zone defense. Indians miss Linenberger on the interior. Here is Kiefer looking down inside for the big post player. 6'6", goes in and scores at the rim. Indians back within 1. Linenberger with 5 points. Hayes High down 11-10. West driving, putt off, a three. It is short, and the Indians this time corral the rebound. Jace Linenberger with the carom. Nunnery, one hands a pass up head to Dale. Dale pump fake, gets it into Linenberger. He'll score! Oh, they're going to call a charge! Linenberger was in the air, and the defender flopped to the ground, and Linenberger picks up a foul. Wow. Alex Hutchins talking with the official on that one. That's a tough call. Looked like it was going to be another and one for Linenberger. West with the basketball, leading by 1, 11-10. They've led by as many as 3. Hayes High led once 5-4 and had the ball, but missed a three-pointer. Here is Wilkerson driving, got it poked away. That goes out of bounds off of Wilkerson, and they say it stays with Topeka West. Linenberger playing extended first quarter minutes. He would have seen the bench already, but because of the foul or the injury to Dalen Swartz, he is still in with that early foul. 3:05 to go first quarter. Near a 5-second count. The ball lobbed into Wilkerson. Back to Trey Alexander. Very talented junior. 5 early points. Topeka West leads 11-10. Right side for Elijah Brooks against Linenberger. Pulls the ball back. Drives. Gets to the rim. His shot deflected. And rebound comes down to Jordan Dale. He's the one that deflected the shot. Hayes has a chance to take the lead. Down 11-10. 2:45 to go first quarter. Here is Kiefer in the middle of the floor. Left side, Weimer trying to pull out that zone defense. Back to Kiefer. Carson to Linenberger inside. Spins, fade away. Got it partially blocked, and the rebound comes down to Alexander. And here comes West on the run. Alexander to the right side. Into the corner to Wilkerson. A three. No good. Rebound, a long one, out to Carson Kiefer. Indians with a second opportunity, down 11-10. Up ahead to Linenberger. Baseball pass from Kiefer. Linenberger lays it in, and the Indians lead 12-11. Then on the other end, a foul called against Hayes High on a drive. Looked like a travel on Wilkerson, but they say Nunnery got him in the back. Boy, Topeka West, they get the ball back, and they are going. Wilkerson will check out. Xavier Alexander, a 6-foot sophomore, in for the first time. Hayes High brings Jason Cranwitter back in for the first time. Wesley Oakley in. He'll guard Alexander, who just came in. Putt off, then to the left side, a drive and a basket, good by Elijah Brooks, who was wide open. 6 for Brooks, and West has the lead back at 13-12. 1:55 to go first quarter. Again, full court pressure. Nunnery, dribble. Underhands a pass to Dale. Dale, little hesitation, gets to the rim. Kick out Cranwitter. Wide open three. Bang! Indians' second three of the game. Cranwitter's first of the postseason. Indians up 15-13 with 1:35 to go in the first quarter. Here has Alexander on the right side. Nunnery on him. To his brother in the middle of the lane. He gets tied up. Nothing called. Inside it goes for Brooks. Turnaround, Jay, good, and we're tied. Elijah Brooks with 8. 15-15, a minute 15 to go. Quarter number 1. Oakley with the ball against the full court pressure. Kiefer, no look pass to Dale. Dale on the sideline, trapped, dribbles through it, gets it to Cranowitter. Jump pass to Kiefer. Kiefer to Nunnery. He lines up a 3, passes it up, drives, gets it to Dale. Dale doesn't have an angle to shoot. Throws a skip pass to Cranowitter. To Nunnery, drives the baseline to Dale. Right corner 3, good! Indians back-to-back threes. 3 first quarter three-pointers for the Indians after not making a single one in the Sub-State Championship. 18-15, Hayes by 3, their biggest lead of the first quarter. West basketball. With it is Sincere Austin. Back to Putoff. Over onto the left side for Brooks, who has 8 first quarter points. Dale knocked the ball away from him. It went out of bounds, and the official just waves off the Hayes High crowd. The ball onto the right side for Sincere Austin. 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Hayes up 18-15 on the strength of 3 first quarter three-pointers. Here is Alexander in the middle of the floor, looking left side for his brother. Into the corner for Sincere Austin. Back through the Alexanders. And straight on, Alexander misses a 3. Rebound to the floor, grabbed by Xavier Alexander, and he is fouled on the putback. Another offensive rebound for the Topeka West Chargers. And with 2 seconds to go in the first quarter, it will be Xavier Alexander to shoot 2 free throws. 11 for 18 on the year. And Dalen Swartz is going to check in after this first left-handed free throw by Xavier Alexander. That's good. Well, the crowd loves to see Dalen back in the game. They're going to give him a run over these final 2 seconds. See what he's able to do. 18-16, Hayes by 1. That foul was on Jordan Dale. Again, the Indians don't get the offensive rebound. Alexander's second free throw is short, but he stepped over the line. It's a lane violation. Hayes High basketball. 2.5 seconds to go. West backs off pressure. Hayes High is going to get a decent look at this. Nunnery can lob it in. Kiefer will take it at half court. He'll get a float. He'll get it poked away from behind, and that's the end of quarter number 1. Hayes High leads Topeka West 18-16. A state-ranked showdown in the opening round of the 5A state tournament on our Redeem Designs Road to a Championship, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
M&D Excavating, Incorporated, serving the Hayes area since 1979. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student-athletes, partners you can rely on. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas dreams since 1983. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse.
The Hayes High Indians will be on defense to start quarter number 2. Indian basketball brought to you by Next Tech, Midwest Energy, Gibbs Auto Supply, and Steel Fabrications. A drive by Wilkerson runs right into Swartz, misses the shot. Rebound hits 2 different players, and it's eventually grabbed by Carson Kiefer. And the Indians leading 18-16, have the basketball but turn it over for a 4th time. A kick out for Putoff. Back inside to Brooks, who had 8 in the first quarter. Drives to the baseline, gets it into the hands of Alexander, who dunks. Indians had the ball, but turned it over, and we're tied at 18. 7.5 to go in quarter number 1. Swartz starts the second quarter for Hayes High after being injured in the game's first minute. Here is Nunnery in the middle of the floor, right side for Kiefer. Hayes has had the ball a couple of times leading, but failed to expand the lead. Here's a lob backside, alley-oop, layup for Jace Linenberger. That's from Kiefer, 9 for Linenberger. Indians up 20-18. Here's a 3 from the right side. Sincere Austin misses badly, and Carson Kiefer comes down with the rebound. Now they need to make sure that they don't turn it over, and they do. Nunnery saved it and went out of bounds. Hayes High has had the ball leading twice in this quarter, 18-16 and 20-18, but turned it over both times. Now Topeka West with the basketball after the Indians' 5th turnover. Hayes High averaging 11 turnovers this year. Topeka West just 10. Here's Putoff on the left side. West was 1 of 5 on threes in the first half, and a travel called on Elijah Brooks for West's 2nd turnover. One of Hayes High's 5 turnovers was a charge. Here's Dale and Weimer in for Crana-Witter. And Swartz, after giving it a run, will take a seat, so they may check with him to see how it's going. West is going to back off the pressure. Hayes High leading 20-18 with the ball for a second time. 5A State opening round. 4 teams move on to Emporia at White Auditorium. Here is Dale, who had 5 first-quarter points. Drive, cut off, get it out to Weimer, and then to Kiefer. Indians had 3 threes in the first half on 3 of 4 three-point shooting. Nunnery thought about a long 3, got 2 defenders to close out on him, and then got it to Kiefer. Indians patient on this possession. Weimer bounce pass to Kiefer, middle of the floor. Pump fake, a 3, out to Weimer, corner for Dale. He had one of those 3 threes. And then out to Kiefer to reset the offense. He wants to attack Putoff. Stops the dribble to Nunnery. He'll line up a 3. That's good! Indians' 4th 3 of the first half. TJ's first points, 23-18. Indians by 5, their large lead of the first half. West quickly back the other way. Brooks got it knocked out of his hands. Stays with the West Chargers. Indian basketball brought to you by Steel Fabrications, Heartland Building Center, and Discount Siding. Rick Bloomquist, the coach for Topeka West, calls out the offensive play on the inbound. Here is Sincere Austin with it. Back to Marquis Wilkerson, averages 18 a game. He hasn't scored yet. Onto the right side for Alexander. Back to Wilkerson. Then left side, Austin. Putoff in the left corner. All of the West players with masks on, most of them around their chin. Here's a 17-footer missing. And the rebound to Linenberger. Indians by 5 with the basketball. Kiefer races up the right sideline, blows through 2 defenders, lays it up and scores! Carson Kiefer with 4, 25-18. Hayes by 7. Timeout Topeka West. The Hayes High Indians, Carson Kiefer went up the right sideline. The defense kind of went out like they thought he was going to pass it off, and then he just exploded down the lane for a right-handed layup at the rim. Indian basketball brought to you by Hayes High Athletic Booster Club and Progressive Physical Therapy. Hayes by 7 is their large lead of the game on the strength of a 7-0 run. Hayes High had the ball to start quarter number 2 and turned it over. West immediately tied it up on a dunk. And then the Indians rattle off 7 in a row. A Linenberger alley-oop, a Nunnery 3, and a Carson Kiefer driving layup. Hayes High is 10 of 12 from the floor. 5:13 to go, second quarter. West with the game's first timeout. Putoff goes to Brooks over on the right baseline. 8 first quarter points, drives, kicks out, then gives it to Putoff. Onto the right side, a 3 from Wilkerson. Good. Wilkerson now 16 of 41 on threes this year. Breaks the Indian run. Hayes High by 4. And West will go to a different trapping zone now. In fact, they're man-to-man this time down the court. It's a switching man-to-man. Linenberger right side for Kiefer. Indians work a pick and roll. Kiefer bumped, gets to the lane, lays it off for Linenberger. Just outside the free throw line. Spin, fade away is good. It rattled around and eventually dropped in. Linenberger to double figures with 11. 26-11. 4.5 to go until halftime. Here's Wilkerson, averages 18 a game. You don't want him to shake loose. He already hit a 3. Now to Brooks on the right baseline. He tries to attack Linenberger, gets to the rim and scores. Elijah Brooks with 10. 27-23, and the Indians throw it away. Bad pass, Indians' 6th turnover. Here comes West the other way, and all the way to the rim and scoring is Wilkerson, who again turns and stares down a defender. 27-25, Indians with 6 turnovers, almost all of them leading to direct points. Here's Dale on the right sideline. In some trouble with the basketball, gets it to Carson Kiefer. Kiefer double team, got it knocked away, got it back, throws a jump pass to Dale. Dale over the top of the defense to Nunnery. Nunnery gets fouled. That'll just be West's 2nd foul, and this one is called on Sincere Austin. Hayes High will inbound on the left baseline. And Topeka West is going to bring Xavier Alexander back in for Elijah Brooks. He has 10 of his team's 25 points, 27-25. Hayes led 27-23 but turned it over, and West immediately scored. Lob in for Dale. Dale looks middle of the floor. Now to Jace Lindenberger. Lindenberger double team, spins away from it, got fouled, will shoot 2 free throws. And that foul called on Trey Alexander, his first. Lindenberger shot the Indians' only free throw, which he made in the first quarter on a 3-point play. The free throw from Lindenberger, no good. That one came out a little flat. Jace over the season has now shot 111 free throws, 79 for 111. Cranowitter in, Dale checks out. Indians by 2, 27-25, and another free throw for Jace Lindenberg, looking for his 12th point of the game. Got it. And he will check out of the game as Dalen Swartz returns. Maybe big for Dalen to get some minutes in regardless of that ankle, to give Jace a moment to breathe. West basketball, Hayes High by 3, 28-25. Hayes led by as many as 7, but the Chargers have pushed back into the game. Alexander, that's Xavier Alexander pulling up from 12 feet, missing. Nunnery gets the rebound, and Hayes High has the basketball, leading by 3, 28-25. Head coach Alex Hutchins says, slow it down, let's run a play against the man-to-man defense now. Swartz throws over right side for Carson Kiefer. Out to Dalen High, then to Nunnery, looking for a back cut. Got it to Weimer, passes up a 3, attacks, spins, lays it off, got knocked down with no foul call, and it looked like it went off the leg of a West Charger, but out of bounds to Topeka West. Again, Hayes High has the ball with the lead and turns it over. Turnover number 7 of the first half. Hayes High could have taken a second 2-possession lead. 28-25, Hayes by 3. Alexander to Wilkerson at the right elbow, throws over the top to Austin, back out to Alexander, pull up from 16 feet is good. Trey Alexander with 9, West with full court pressure this time, 28-27, Hayes by 1, 2.5 to go in quarter number 2. Here is Nunnery on the left side, up top Cranowitter, big first quarter 3-pointer. Then to Weimer, back to Carson Kiefer against Putoff. Uses one dribble, then has to get it to TJ Nunnery. Nunnery will work against Wilkerson, get around him, get to the rim. He'll go a reverse left-hand layup that rolls all the way around and misses. And then 2 players jump for the basketball out of bounds to Topeka West off a Hayes High Indian. I don't know how that ball did not roll in from TJ Nunnery. So the Indians empty on their last 2 possessions after having a 28-25 lead, and now Topeka West can regain the lead. Ball down inside to Brooks. Brooks runs over Nunnery and then airballs the shot. Noah Weimer comes down with the rebound, and the Indians have the ball leading 28-27. Weimer against the full court pressure. Crosses the timeline. Carson Kiefer in front of the student section, the biggest of the year. Carson looks inside to Dalen Swartz. Hasn't scored yet. Pump fakes his guy. Dribbles middle. Spins baseline. Hook shot good. There's Dalen Swartz. His first 2 of the game. 30-27, Hayes by 3. Quickly, West pushing the other way. A corner 3 for the tie from Austin is no good, and that's a foul against Topeka West on the rebounds. The foul is on Marquis Wilkerson, his second. Threw Nunnery to the ground. He'll check out. And Xavier Alexander comes in. Hayes back up by 3, 30-27. Jace Lindenberger back in for Noah Weimer. Topeka West will back off the full court pressure. They go man-to-man after Hayes High was carving up the zone defense. Kiefer against Wilkerson, who did not come out that second foul. Here's a back cut from Lindenberger to Nunnery. Reverse layup good. Nunnery with 5 points. The Indians lead 32-27. A minute to go, first quarter. Indians by 5. They've led by as many as 7. Putoff throws into the right corner for Wilkerson, who does have a 3 in this game. Working against Swartz. Now to Xavier Alexander, to Trey Alexander, back to Wilkerson. Pump fake a 3. Drives to the free throw line. To the right sideline for Brooks, and the Indians turn away the play. 35 seconds to go second quarter. Marquis Wilkerson pulls the ball out to midcourt. Throws it right side for Elijah Brooks. Brooks with the basketball. And then will go into the hands of Trey Alexander. Topeka West wants to hold for one final shot of quarter number 2. Hayes by 5. Here is Wilkerson dribbling over to the left side near the student section to set up the play against TJ Nunnery. Clock down to 10. He'll stop. Look into the right sideline. Alexander nearly traveled. Got it out to Wilkerson. Wilkerson with 3. Got it poked away from behind, and a foul call on Hayes High. They call it on TJ Nunnery. Says it's got him in the head. That's his second foul. 2.3 on the clock. It was not a shooting foul, so West will inbound with 2.3 on the clock. Nunnery with this second foul. That's 4 fouls on each team. Topeka West to trigger the inbound. Looks to the backside. Gets it into Wilkerson. He'll shoot a 3 at the buzzer that is banking in. It's a two-pointer. It's a two-pointer that banked in off the rim. 32-29. Hayes by 3 at halftime as Wilkerson scores his 7th second quarter point. And the Indians, who led by as many as 7, lead by 3 at the halftime break. What a first round matchup here in Hayes High School. 32-29 5A state tournament on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. When you need something fixed fast and done right the first time, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it is time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building material. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Western and Central Kansas premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Teams win games. Let the biggest real estate team in Hayes find your next home. Caldwell Banker Executive Realty, the streaming partner of the Hayes High Sports Network. The green grass you want in the spring starts with spraying in the fall with Hayes K-Lawn, Kurt Maska, and Kurt Viner. Hayes High School Athletic Booster Club. Proud to support the athletes of Hayes High School by providing items needed to excel on the field and court. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts, Nextech. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Add Aflac Insurance to your company's benefit package at no cost to you. Call Sean Schwartz with Aflac Insurance.
What a half of basketball for the opening round of the 5A state basketball tournament between Hayes High and Topeka West. A fantastic first half, and the Indians lead 32-29. Topeka West was able to build a 3-point lead twice at 8-5 and 11-8. Hayes High, though, led after the first quarter 18-16. They closed the first quarter on a 10-4 run. Check that 10-5 run. Topeka West scored the first points of the second quarter to tie it at 18, but then Hayes High went on a 7-0 run to get their biggest first half lead at 25-18. Topeka West got within 1 at 28-27 after Hayes High turned the basketball over. Indians missed a jumper, well, really a layup, a rare miss in the first half. And then Dalen Swartz scored. TJ Nunnery scored. The Indians led 32-27. A foul call with 2.3 seconds left allowed Topeka West to set up a inbound, and Marquis Wilkerson hit it He had his left foot inside the three-point line when he rose up to shoot it, banked it hard in, and it's 32-29 at halftime. The team numbers outstanding for both squads. Topeka West shooting 52%, right on their season average, 13 of 25. Now they do have 3 offensive rebounds that led to 6 second-chance points. They're 2 for 8 on threes for 25%. Hayes High shot 81% in the first half, 13 of 16, 4 of 5 on threes for 80%. That's after going 0 for 6 on Saturday in the Sub-State Championship game against the Salina South Cougars. Hayes High 2 of 3 from the free throw line. All of those were from Jace Linenberger. The only free throw that counted for Topeka West was Xavier Alexander. 1 for 1, but then a lane violation wiped out the second one before it ever got to the rim. Hayes High, we mentioned the 81% shooting, really only stopping themselves now with 7 first-half turnovers. Topeka West has only turned it over on 2 occasions. Hayes High leads at the break, 32-29. This is the USD 489 halftime show. USD 489 growing together. Redeem Design's road to a championship continues after this break on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts, Nextech. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure. Roofmasters is who you're looking for. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Add Aflac Insurance to your company's benefit package at no cost to you. Call Sean Schwartz with Aflac Insurance. Hayes High School Athletic Booster Club. Proud to support the athletes of Hayes High School by providing items needed to excel on the field and court. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout western Kansas to serve you. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Hayes High and Topeka West in the first round of the 5A state basketball tournament. Let's run down some scores from around the state. 6A girls quarterfinal in Dodge City. Dodge City up on Derby 26-16. TMP is leading Hugoton in Hugoton at halftime, 38-33. Trigo girls up over Sterling at halftime, 25-19. That game over on 101.9 The Bull. Other games in 5A, Mays and Bishop Carroll tied up at 15 apiece, a low-scoring game between the two. After one quarter, it was DeSoto trailing Pittsburgh 13-10. We do not have a score update beyond that one. Other scores that we'll be updating you on as the night goes along, Ness City and Stockton going at it in the state opening round. After one, Ness City led Stockton 9-8. And also, Wheatland Grinnell takes on Northern Valley. And at halftime, Northern Valley leads Wheatland Grinnell 23-20. That's at halftime of that game as well. And the only game that we do not have an update on is the Mill Valley game. Mill Valley, KC Washington. And we felt like that was going to be a game we're going to struggle to get a score on, and that has proved to be exactly that. Hayes High leads at halftime, 32-29. Topeka West led in scoring by the 10 of Elijah Brooks, 9 from Trey Alexander, and 7 from Marquis Wilkerson. That's their leading three all year long, all averaging at least 15 a game. Xavier Alexander is the only other person to score with 1. Hayes High gets 12 from Jace Linenberger, 2 from Dalen Swartz, who left after the first minute of the game because of an ankle injury, came back at the final seconds of the first quarter, scored late in the second. He's trying to run up the sideline right now and kind of shaking his head. He'll play, but to what percentage, I certainly don't know. Jordan Dale with 5 points in the first half. TJ Nunnery with 5. Carson Kiefer with 4. And Jason Cranowitter with 3 in the first half. Wesley Oakley played but did not score. Halftime, Hayes High leads 32-29. Halftime brought to you by USD 489, growing together. Second half on the way between Hayes and Topeka West following this break on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
M&D Excavating, Incorporated, serving the Hayes area since 1979. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student-athletes, partners you can rely on. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas dreams since 1983. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse.
We're set for the second half. Hayes High will start on offense. Dalen Schwartz back out there to start the second half. Carson Kiefer, Jason Cranwitter, Jace Lindenberger, and TJ Nunnery, the starting five for Hayes High. Indian basketball brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, USD 489, and High Plains Roofing. Hayes led by as many as 7, led by 5 until the final 2 seconds of the first half when West banked in a long two-pointer straddling the three-point line. West back to their zone after going man-to-man in the second quarter. Hayes shot 13 of 16 in the first half. Here's TJ Nunnery. Pump fakes a three. Dribbles out of the corner to Carson Kiefer. No look pass to Lindenberger through his hands and out of bounds. Indians' 8th turnover of the game. That's been the Indians' issue. Hayes High is shooting 81% from the field, but 8 turnovers in the game, several of them unforced. So West with the ball and a chance to tie. Wilkerson did not score in the first quarter, had 7 at halftime. Gets it to Alexander. It's tipped away. He got it back, and he scores. He'll be called, or he'll be fouled and have a chance to tie it up at the free throw line. 32-31, and Jace Lindenberger gets called for a foul at the rim. For the contact that was the first half, that is quite the foul call. Free throw good from Alexander, who completes the three-point play, and we're tied at 32. So the Indians turn it over, and their lead is no more. That's the bigger moments of that. Topeka West not really in a 2-3. It's more of a 1-1-3 where they switch who goes to each side. Carson Kiefer on the left sideline. Gives it to TJ Nunnery. Indians very patient against this zone. They're going to make West come out of it if they're going to sit back in it. 6:50 to go third quarter. Tied at 32. West is led by 3 twice. Hayes High's led by as many as 7. They've led by 5. Opened up the half leading by 3, but turned the basketball over. Nunnery throws it left side on a new play. Carson Kiefer with the basketball. Back to Nunnery on the right side. Fakes right, goes left, jump past Kiefer. Nobody to throw to in the corner, so he'll drive, shoot a floater, miss, rebound. Jace Lindenberger comes down with it, spins to the basket, and scores. Offensive putback for Lindenberger, who leads all scoring with 14. 34-32, and the Indians lead again. Here is Wilkerson out past the three-point line. Onto the left wing, then it goes for Sincere Austin. Back to Wilkerson, averages 18 a game, scored 7 all in the second quarter. Calls out the play to Austin on the left wing. High lane, turnaround jumper for Alexander. No good, and Schwartz goes up and grabs his first rebound. Hayes with the basketball, leading by 2, 34-32. Again, Topeka West in a zone. Again, Hayes High patient. Cranwitter to Kiefer. Back into the hands of Cranwitter on the left side of the floor. 2 quick right-handed dribbles. Gets rid of the basketball to Carson Kiefer against Putoff on this near side. Around to Cranwitter. Indians looking inside, not seeing anything there. Back to Cranwitter, back to Kiefer. Kiefer looks high lane for Schwartz. Indians are going to try to draw Topeka West out of this zone. Leading by 2, 34-32. Lob backside for TJ Nunnery. Catches as he gets bumped off to Lindenberger. Got blocked from behind, and they will stay with the Hayes High Indians. Great play. Indians couldn't score. Lindenberger was going up, and they just got knocked out of his hands from behind on the shot attempts. Carson Kiefer to inbound. Needs to hurry. Gets it into Swartz. Poked away and stolen. Indians' 9th turnover. Again, the Indians leading. Again, they turn it over at the rim. A layup good by Wilkerson, who turns and again flexes at a Hayes High player. A whistle blown and a timeout by Topeka West. 34 all. Wilkerson has 9 in the game. Hayes High basketball brought to you by State Glass Company, Aflac Insurance Agent Sean Swartz and Edward Jones, Daryl, Jeff, and Linda Seibel. Looked like Hayes High was going to score a layup off an alley-oop attempt. The ball was blocked from behind, and then they turned it over on the inbound play. Hayes High's had the lead at 32-29 in this half, turned it over. Led 34-32 and turned it over. We're tied again at 34. We've been tied at 2 and 4. Tied at 8 points, tied at 18, and now tied at 32 and 34. 6 ties in this game. Hayes High basketball. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. That was a Topeka West timeout. They have 3 left in the game. Hayes has yet to use one. Nunnery to Kiefer. Looks over at Coach Alex Hutchins. Wants the play call. Up high to Nunnery near midcourt. Back to Kiefer. Hayes High has 9 turnovers, and nearly every one of them has led to runouts and baskets by Topeka West. That was a concern for the coaching staff of Hayes High coming in to this game. 34 all. Head coach Alex Hutchins pointing out the instructions from the sideline to Kiefer. Kiefer, right-handed dribble. Jump pass to Nunnery on the left sideline. Back out to Kiefer. Hayes High just working the ball back and forth, but haven't got inside the three-point line on this possession against the Topeka West zone. Hayes High going to let Topeka West kind of hang back inside that zone if they don't want to come out of it. Here's Lindenberger, a left corner 3. It is no good, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Elijah Brooks. Wants to bring it himself. Topeka West a chance to take the lead. Brooks going to be fouled. Boy, Brooks kind of just puts his head down, runs through 2 defenders, and Hayes High's Jason Cranowiter called for the foul. Substitutions for the Hayes High Indians. Cranowiter, Swartz out, Weimer, Dale in, and Topeka West can take the lead on an inbound pass to the left side of their own basket. Here's Sincere Austin, out to Wilkerson, guarded by Noah Weimer now. Wilkerson points out where he wants everybody out on the floor to Sincere Austin. Back to Wilkerson, who has one of the 2 3-pointers for West in this game. Here's Alexander out past the 3-point line. Dribbles to the left side, now to the right. Double team, kicks it right side. Austin fakes a 3, out to Alexander. A 3 is pinballing around and missing. Lindenberger gets the defensive rebound. So each team in the game tied at 34 misses a 3. Weimer in the corner, picked up his dribble and tipped into the backcourt. Another Hayes High turnover. At the rim, a layup, no good. Oh, it did go in. And then getting in the face and yelling at a Hayes High Indian is Wilkerson. Keisha made such a big deal about not allowing that to happen anymore, and Topeka West just openly, defiantly screaming in the faces of the Hayes High Indians. Wouldn't care as much if it wasn't such a big deal this year, and get to postseason, apparently nobody cares. TJ Nunnery with the basketball. Inside Lindenberger, attacks, kicks out. Dale, a 3 for the lead. No good. Long rebound brought down by Sincere Austin. The Indians have gone cold from the field, 36-34. A basket here gives Topeka West their biggest lead of the game. A jumper by Alexander, no good. And Lindenberger runs down the defensive rebound. Hayes High has gone empty on their last 4 possessions after leading 34-32, their longest stretch without scoring in this game. Weimer on the left side, driving, kicking to Nunnery, pump fake a 3, kicks back out to Dale. He'll pump fake a 3, now get double teamed on the sideline and turn it over. Indians 10th turnover, Wilkerson at the other end, misses a dunk, and they call a foul on the Hayes High Indians. Hayes High has gone empty on their last 5 possessions and on 6 of 7 in this quarter. Hayes High's 10th turnover and 2 free throws for Wilkerson. 58%, has shot 107 on the year. Nunnery picks up his third, just shakes his head. Wilkerson, the first of 2 free throws, is short. Hayes down by 2, 36-34. Indians are 1 of 5 in this half shooting after making 13 of 16 in the first half. Second free throw for Wilkerson is good, and Topeka West has a 3-point lead, matching their large lead of the game. Wilkerson with 12. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Hayes had a big lull against Salina South in the second quarter, and head coach Alex Hutchins of Hayes High wants a timeout, with Topeka West leading 37-34. Indian basketball brought to you by Paul Wertenberger Construction, Master Cleaners, and our streaming partner, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. You could be watching the next Hayes High athletic event from the comfort of your new home when you team up with the biggest real estate team in Hayes, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Hayes High led by 7 in the second quarter. Topeka West got it to 3 at halftime, 32-29. But Hayes High in the second half is 1 of 5 shooting and has turned it over 4 times. Hayes High calls a timeout at the 1:55 mark of this quarter. Indians not out of it yet, but they got to find the scoreboard. Here is Weimer, corner for Dale, pump fake a 3. Indians have gotten some good looks beyond the arc, but 0 for 2 in this third quarter after 4 of 5 in the first half. Topeka West has switched up their zone defense a little bit, and it's caught Hayes High a little stagnant. Here's Kiefer with the basketball, down by 3. Indians had the ball leading by 3 and by 2 in this quarter and did not score. Here's Kiefer in the lane, lays it off for Lindenberger, scores at the rim. Lindenberger with 16, 37-36. Indians back within 1. Quickly, Topeka West the other way. Here's Nunnery with a steal. Right-handed layup is fouled. He'll shoot 2. Boy, if Nunnery just goes in and shoots the layup, he'll have a wide-open layup. Now have to earn him from the free throw line. That's on Topeka West's 3rd turnover of the game. The foul was called on Trey Alexander, his 2nd. Nunnery can tie it and give Hayes High the lead with 2 free throws at the minute 11 mark of the third quarter. And now some sweat to be cleaned up on the floor. Nunnery slipped as he went to the ground, and then Dale went over to help him up, and he also fell down as well. That's the first foul called against Topeka West in the second half. Nunnery to the free throw line, 66% on the year, but in the last 4 games, 16 of 22 at 73%, and the game is tied for a 7th time. Nunnery was 6 points. He was 6 for 8 in the championship game against Salina South. Second free throw, good, and the Indians have the lead back. Schwartz checks in, Weimer checks out. TJ Nunnery now with 7 points as the Indians lead 38-37. After West's third turnover of the entire game. Minute 5 to go, third quarter. 5A state quarterfinals. Featuring the number 1 and number 6 team in the state of Kansas. Putoff gives the ball middle of the floor to Brooks. Brooks drives, gets to the rim, reverse layup, good. Brooks with 12. Indians trail 39-38. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. Here is Schwartz, high lane. Ball poked from behind, pulls up from 10 feet, and it rolls out, no good. It was halfway down. Brooks gets the rebound for the West Chargers. Runs right to left, stops, gives it out to Wilkerson with 35 seconds to go in the third, and he signals to his coach he wants to take the final shot of this third quarter. Hayes led by 3 at halftime, and right now they trail by 1. West has led by 3 on 3 occasions, including once in this quarter, 37-34. Sincere Austin over on the right side of the floor in front of the student section. Up to Putoff, to Wilkerson with 13 seconds on the quarter clock. And then out behind the volleyball spike line for Trey Alexander. Drive, kick out to Putoff. Can't shoot the 3. Back out to Alexander. He hoists a 3 up that's no good. Rebound is just flung up in the air. It almost went in the hoop. It did not. And at the end of 3 quarters, Hayes High trails 39-38. Back in a minute on the Redeemed Designs Road to a Championship on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. When you need something fixed fast and done right the first time, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it is time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building material. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Western and Central Kansas premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Teams win games. Let the biggest real estate team in Hayes find your next home. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, the streaming partner of the Hayes High Sports Network. The green grass you want in the spring starts with spraying in the fall with Hayes K-Lawn, Kurt Maska and Kurt Viner.
(39-38) to the fourth quarter. Topeka West leading Hayes by 1. Indian basketball brought to you by Roof Masters, Insurance Planning, Jeter Law Firm, Herman Physical Therapy. Hayes High outscored 10-6 in the third quarter on just 2 of 7 shooting. West was 4 of 8. Hayes High extends their man-to-man pressure a little bit. Here's Alexander against Nunnery. Goes inside to Brooks. Brooks triple team. Back out to Alexander. Gets to the rim. Shoots and misses. Got his own rebound. No good. And the rebound this time comes down into the hands of Jordan Dale. Dale out ahead of Lindenberger. Reverse layup. Good! And the Indians have the lead. And an injury for Topeka West. Elijah Brooks is injured. Oh, man, each team suffering a major injury in this game. Lindenberger now with 18 in the game, matching his sub-state championship performance. The injury is Elijah Brooks for Topeka West. Hayes High basketball brought to you by DW Home Improvement and Oil and Gas Renditions. The Hayes High training staff is going to come down and take a look at Brooks, who is standing on the sideline. He hobbled his way over to the sideline, and Topeka West is going to bring Julian Marins, a 6'3 senior, in for the first time. 15 games played this year, 1.1 rebound, but Brooks noticeably hurt, and he's going to go to the training room. Dalen Swartz got hurt in the first quarter, and now in the first 30 seconds of quarter 4, Topeka West suffers an injury to their leading scorer tonight, Elijah Brooks, who has 12. Indians have the lead, 40-39. Sincere Austin at the point. Out to Marins. Marins, the new player into the ball game. First time he has played tonight. Topeka West has only played 6 guys up to this moment. Here's Putoff out high. Around to Austin. Back to Putoff. He has shot the most threes on the team and made the most. He has not made one tonight. Here's a drive by Wilkins at the rim. Scores. Wilkerson. He has 14, and the Indians trail 41-40. Here's Dalen Swartz passing up a 3 from the corner. Skip pass to TJ Nunnery over the top. Nunnery looking inside to Kiefer instead. Kiefer attacks, gets to the rim, lost it. It gets in the hands of Lindenberger to Nunnery. Fakes a 3, drives, nearly got it poked away from behind. Now Kiefer on the left sideline. Double teamed. Indians with the ball. Down 1, 41-46, 35 to go in this state quarterfinal game at Hayes High School. Here's Kiefer on the left sideline. Attacks the baseline. His defender flops. No foul call. It leaves Nunnery wide open for 3 in the lead. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped high in the air. It goes off of a player's knee, and Jordan Dale ends up with the basketball. And Hayes High has the ball back. Here is Lindenberger inside, quadruple teamed, out to Kiefer for the lead. Oh, no good on the 3, and the rebound comes down to Wilkerson. Indians missed a pair of 3s, and now Wilkerson to the other end. He gets fouled and will shoot 2. Hayes High got 2 great looks from beyond the arc and couldn't get either of them to go in. The foul on Hayes High is against Jace Lindenberger, his 3rd. Wilkerson to the line, where he's 1 of 2 tonight. 58% on the year, 62 of 107. Wilkerson's free throw is good. He has 15. 42-40. Hayes High missed a pair of threes that would have given them the lead. Second free throw for Wilkerson is good, and for a fourth time, West has their biggest lead of the game at 3. 43-40 against the zone defense. Here's Nunnery. Whips a pass around the defense to Kiefer. On the left side, it goes for Dale. And back to Kiefer. 5:45 remaining in the game. Feed inside to Lindenberger, who gets tripped. No foul call. Indians' 11th turnover. West can take their biggest lead of the game. Attacking. Kick out right side for Wilkerson. Then he slows down the offense. Here's Austin with the basketball. The point guard at a sophomore will back it out to midcourt. Guarded by Dale. Dribbles to the far sideline. Now to Putoff. Back in the hands of Alexander. Wants to go at Lindenberger. Gets to the rim. Shoots and scores. And West has their biggest lead of the game. Excuse me, that is Brooks. That was Alexander. He has 13. I saw Brooks come back to his team. Here is the Indians down 5, their largest deficit of the game. Lindenberger inside, gets to the rim and scores. Timeout, Hayes High. Lindenberger with 20. 45-42. 4:58 to go in the game. We've been tied on 7 different occasions tonight. Hayes High took the first lead change of the game at 5-4. West took it back at 6-5. Hayes at 12-11, and then held the lead all the way through the second quarter. West took it back at 36-34. Indians at 38-37. West again at 39-38. Hayes at 40-39. West again at 41-40. 7 ties, 8 lead changes. And as we get back at action, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
This is the Hayes High Sports Network, streaming made possible by Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Let the biggest real estate team in Hayes find your next home.
Down by 3, 45-42. They were just down by 5 points. At the free throw line, Alexander spins, shoots, scores. Boy, Hayes High cannot handle Alexander right now, who has 15 in the game. 47-42. Indians down by 5 a second time. 4.5 to go in this state quarterfinal game. Indians get the ball to Lindenberger. Pump fake, gets fouled, will shoot 2. The foul is on Marquis Wilkerson, his 3rd. Just the team's 2nd foul of this half. And Lindenberger will shoot 2. 2 for 3 in the game. Free throw good. Lindenberger with 21. Indians need to get a stop now on defense. Down by 4. Hayes High had the ball, down 1, missed 2 open threes. Free throw, Lindenberger, good again. He's 4 of 5 from the line, has 22 points. Now the Indians need a stop. Down by 3, 47-44. Their 2 largest deficits of the game have come in the last minute. Down by 5. Ball right side, Wilkerson. Dribbles off a screen, gets it poked away and stolen. Cranwitter gets the loose ball. Indians have the ball down 3 after West's 4th turnover of the game. Cranwitter with the basketball. One hands a pass to Nunnery. Nunnery attacks to the corner. Kiefer for the tie. Got it, nothing but net. Kiefer, another of his first 3 of the night, has 7. 47-47, and Hayes High's tied it for a 8th time in this game. Indians' first 3 of the second half. Here's a drive by Sincere Austin. Lindenberger chasing him back out past the 3-point line. To Marquis Wilkerson, guarded by Cranwitter with 3.5 to go in the state quarterfinal game. Winner goes to Emporia in White Auditorium for the Final 4. Timeout, Topeka West. They'll have 2 remaining. With 3:22 to go in this game. See if we can grab some score updates for you. 6A girls, after 3 quarters, Dodge City at home up on Derby, 39-28. After 3 quarters, TMP up on Hugoton, 54-47. Sterling leads Trigo on 101.9 The Bull, 34-33 in 2A girls action. Mays and Bishop Carroll. It is Mays leading Carroll 34-31 with 2:40 to go in that game. DeSoto in action after 3 quarters, leading Pittsburgh 38-31. And we do not have a Mill Valley score in the first round of their states against Kansas City, Washington. 3 timeouts left for Hayes High, 2 for Topeka West. We're tied at 47, the game's 8th tie. We've had 8 lead changes. Topeka West basketball out of their timeout. They'll set up a play. They'll run a play that Hayes High runs similar to try to get the final play of a game. They go to Alexander with a little ISO. Out to his brother Xavier. To Wilkerson for 3. Missed it. Rebound. Jason Cranowitter. And the Indians have the basketball in a tie ball game with 3 minutes to go. 47 all. Coach Alex Hutchins calls the play out from the near sideline. Assistant Coach Trey O'Neill waves out instructions right behind him. 2 Scott City natives. Here is Kiefer attacking. Out to Nunnery. Nunnery into the lane. Kicks left side. Cranowitter pump fakes a 3. Pulls back on the brakes and now has to get rid of the basketball. Nunnery will reset with 2:40 to go in the game. Here's Cranowitter on the left sideline. Had a big first quarter 3-pointer. Now to Kiefer with 2.5 to go. West called a timeout with 3:22 on the clock and then missed a 3. 2-3 zone from Topeka West this time. Kiefer, who just hit a big 3 to tie it. Pump fake, gives it to Nunnery. Back to Kiefer. Back to Nunnery left side. Nunnery back out to Kiefer with 2:15 remaining in the game. Here is Dale to Linenberger. Ball is tipped and stolen. Indians' 12th turnover. That comes at the 2:10 mark. Alexander on the left sideline. Indians try to feed it inside to Linenberger. Now to Alexander. Spins. Gets triple teamed. Looked like he traveled. Back out to Xavier Alexander. A high arcing 3 is good. His 12th 3 of the year. And a timeout on the floor. Hayes High had the ball tied at 47. They turned it over. West hits a 3 at the 1:50 mark of the 4th and lead 50-47. The timeout was called by Topeka West. They have 1 timeout remaining. What a big shot by Xavier Alexander, who had hit 11 3-pointers in 21 games this year. West is 21 of 40 from the field tonight. Hayes High, after shooting 13 of 16 in the first half, are 5 of 12 in the second half. You knew the 81% wasn't going to continue, but you didn't expect Hayes High to cool down to 42% in the second half. Hayes High led by 7 in the second quarter. That was their big lead. West led by 5 twice in this fourth quarter. And then Topeka West took the timeout after leading again by 3 on the Xavier Alexander 3-pointer. When he had to get a high arcing one because Linenberger was flying out at him. Minute 45 to go when Cranowitter crosses the timeline left to right. Don't need a 3. Here's Cranowitter, pump fake, drives to Nunnery. He pulls back on a potential tying 3. To Kiefer, baseline for Swartz. Dalen with the basketball, fakes the drive, skip pass to Cranowitter, then back to Nunnery. Minute and a half to go in the game. First round state game here in Hayes. Cranowitter looks left for Nunnery against the zone. Nunnery, a deep 3 for the tie. Off the rim, no good. Rebound is a foul against Dalen Swartz. Hayes High misses a 3. Dalen, his first foul. And it'll be West basketball leading by 3, 50-47. Swartz out, Dale in, and the Indians At this moment, do not go to full court pressure. Minute 17 remaining in the game. West here with a basket can match their big lead in the game of 5. Alexander out near midcourt against Jordan Dale. Hayes High has a foul to give, so they can get aggressive trying to get this basketball back. Here is Austin out to Wilkerson. Wilkerson against Nunnery. Gets around him with a right-hand scoop, and then Hayes High will foul with 53 seconds remaining. Indians had the game tied at 47, but turned the ball over. That has been the theme of the second half. Indians either tied or leading, and they've turned it over 12 times tonight. West has turned it over a grand total of 4. Here is Xavier Alexander stopping with the basketball. He's double-teamed. Lindenberger reaches in and ties him up, and they call a foul. And it's the 4th on Jace Lindenberger. It will send Xavier Alexander to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 with 47 seconds left. Alexander just hit that big 3 to give Topeka West the lead at 50-47. He can make it a 2-possession ball game. The lefty fires a free throw that is no good. Rebound Lindenberger, and the Indians have the ball with 44 seconds remaining. Kiefer looks to attack. The Indians keep the timeout in their pocket. Here's Nunnery. Onto the right side, Kiefer, a 3 for the tie, no good. Rebound to the sideline, grabbed by Cranowitter. Jason will dribble out of the corner, give it to Dale. Ball kicked, stays with Hayes High. And now Hayes High will send in Dalen Swartz. 29 seconds on the clock. Hayes down 50-47. West missed a free throw to take a 2-possession lead. Cranowitter out, Swartz in. 29 seconds on the clock. Hayes down by 3. Here is Jordan Dale. Dale giving the ball out to Nunnery. 23 on the clock. Nunnery attacking, getting to the baseline, in some trouble. Got it out to Kiefer with 18 on the clock. Carson is fouled. Topeka West is going to start using their fouls. They had 4 to give prior to that. 16.1 on the clock at that foul. It's on Marquis Wilkerson, his 4th. Indians down 3. Ball back to Kiefer. Kiefer will drive, be fouled, and Wilkerson just fouled out of the game with 13 seconds left. So he will come out of the game. And coming in will be Julian Marins. 50-47. Hayes down by 3. Do they have a last-moment miracle? Lob in for Lindenberger. Back to Kiefer. A corner 3 for the tie. No good. Rebound tipped. Lindenberger puts it in. No, it goes out of bounds to Topeka West. Hayes High got 2 good looks. They have gone cold in this 4th quarter and second half. (50-47) timeout on the floor. It'll be a timeout from Hayes High with 5.5 remaining. Got a great look at a 3 from the right corner and couldn't stick it in. Hayes High in the 4th quarter is 1 of 6 on 3s. In the first half, Hayes High was 13 of 16 from the floor. In the second half, the Indians are 5 of 15. And now they need a last-moment miracle to keep their undefeated season alive. Cranowitter, Kiefer, Weimer, Dale, and Weimer, Nunnery, Cranowitter, Dale, and Kiefer. The 5 for Hayes High. 5.5 on the clock. They need a miracle in the final seconds. They got a front end of a 1-and-1 miss from Topeka West. The inbound on the baseline, and a foul called on the inbound against the Hayes High Indians. Wow. It'll put Xander Putoff to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Well, the good news is it didn't take any time off the clock. Head coach Alex Hutchins wants a timeout. He'll have one remaining. It was near a 5 count. The foul called instead. So now they need Putoff to miss a free throw. Xander Putoff is a 6'4 junior, has played in all 21 games. He has shot 137 three-pointers. He has shot 4 free throws this year. He's made 3. He needs 1 at the front end of a 1-and-1 to ice this thing for the Topeka West Chargers and continue their season. The big moments of this game, Hayes High in the fourth quarter, we're down by 41-40. They missed a pair of threes. They had the ball tied up at 47, but then turned it over, getting it to the interior. Indians missed a 3. They've missed, in fact, 3 threes, down 50-47. Now they need a miss from Xander Putoff, looking for his first point of the night. He's 3 for 4 on the season from the free throw line. Free throw, good, and that'll pretty much do it. Putoff is now 4 for 5 on the season from the free throw line. West will take everybody off of the stripe. Free throw by Putoff is good. His only 2 points of the night makes it a 5-point game, 52-47. Here is Cranowiter, a 3 that won't go. Lindenberger at the buzzer puts it up and in, but the Hayes High Indians season comes to a screeching halt on their home floor in the first round of the 5A state basketball tournament. 52-49, and the emotions start to flow here at Hayes High School for the Hayes High Indians. Topeka West will improve to 20-2 on the season. They will go to the state basketball tournament in Emporia. Hayes High's season comes to a close at 22-1. The teams fist bump and shake hands after the game, and the Hayes High Indians season is done after a 22-0 regular season. Topeka West ends the year for them at 22-1. Topeka West will continue their year at 20-2 and the number 1 team in 5A as their season come to a close. 24 for Jace Lindenberger. The injury to Dalen Swartz in the first minute of the game. How big did that play throughout tonight's contest? Topeka West led by Marquis Wilkerson despite fouling out with 16. Elijah Brooks with 12. Trey Alexander with 15. The heroes down the stretch. The final 5 points came from Xavier Alexander and Xander Putoff, 2 guys who had scored a combined 1 point in the first 3.5 quarters of this game. Final score, 52-49. The Indians' Redeemed Designs road to a championship ends on their home floor in the first round of the 5A state basketball tournament on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
M&D Excavating, Incorporated, serving the Hayes area since 1979. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student-athletes, partners you can rely on. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas dreams since 1983. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. When you need something fixed fast and done right the first time, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it is time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building material. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Western and Central Kansas premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Teams win games. Let the biggest real estate team in Hayes find your next home. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, the streaming partner of the Hayes High Sports Network. The green grass you want in the spring starts with spraying in the fall with Hayes K-Lawn, Kurt Maska, and Kurt Viner. Hayes High School Athletic Booster Club, proud to support the athletes of Hayes High School by providing items needed to excel on the field and court. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Eagle Communications, our community connected.